start. Strap your TV down and listen.
Now these bad boys, you were listening to about what, Barry? 725 or so horsepower, a little over 700 horsepower. Unlike their sisters, they got almost 800 horsepower. But I can't tell a whole heck of a lot of difference.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fans ask. I think we talked a lot about it at Daytona several weeks ago. Difference in a Busch car and a Winston Cup car. They actually have the same engine in them. The difference is in the carburetor. These cars, the Busch National cars, they run a 390 CFM carburetor. The Winston Cup cars run a 750 or 830. And it makes about 100 horsepower difference.
Yeah, just a little over less than 100.
And really the other big difference between the cars is the wheelbase. Winston Cup cars 110 inches, these cars 105 inches. For the most part from there, other than 100 pounds in weight, the cars are pretty much the same.
All right, now a couple of laps ago, 00, Todd Bodine whipped past Jeff Green to take over 5th place. And Bodine had closed right up on Matt Kenseth.
And is it just a coincidence, or is it that the first 5 drivers are all Winston Cup guys that were out there on the racetrack earlier today?
Oh, purely coincidence.
Coincidence. Don't even go there, right?
Jason Keller went way up the racetrack in turn 2 and paid the price. You lose your momentum, and look how everybody moves right past you.
Yeah, and the tires get that gummy stuff all over them, and then it takes a lap or two for them to get clean back off where you can pick up your speed again.
He was in the 9th position. He's going to fall back all the way to 14th just in that half to 3/4 lap. We got trouble.
Turn 2.
The Marine.
David Donahue. Caution is on the speedway.
I think he had a little help.
I think he did too, but that car just seemed to attract him.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it's Chad Chaffin or David Donahue.
It doesn't matter. That just seems to attract him.
Has had a bullseye on it.
I can't recall a race where that car hadn't gotten torn up. So we can see what happened here. Whoops.
Oh yeah, he and Purvis.
Jeff Purvis.
Jeff Purvis in the 18 car. Boy, David Green, that 34 car, all the way down on the apron, just barely gets by.
More than likely, if Donahue could have seen where he was going, without all the smoke, he might have been able to avoid the wall. Here he goes around, gassing her up. That's just trying to keep the tires turning, keep the momentum up.
Very hard to tell if he came down or Purvis came up, but it looked like.
Let's look at it again. It looks like Purvis moved up.
Watch the smoke here. It'll turn yellow. What that is, that's the sealer smoke. The sealer that's on this racetrack, when they spin and cause the smoke, it's actually a yellow smoke.
Yeah, he couldn't even, I can guarantee he could have avoided that wall, I believe, if he could have seen. How about it, Steve? What's happened down there, bud?
Well, DW, the 17 car in is Matt Kenseth. He said, I want 4 tires, gas, but no adjustments otherwise to the number 17 of Matt Kenseth.
Bobby Hamilton Jr. also comes in. So does Jason Keller and Scott Wimmer, Randy LaJoy, and Donahue. Keller may have needed an adjustment to that car. Now, he was in not long ago, Dick.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mike. He did. They put the wrench in the back end of the car, try to adjust the chassis, see if they could make it run better, fired 4 tires at it, put all the fuel in that car and could possibly take Keller's out of here.
David Donahue has taken his car behind the wall, not to the garage, but hopefully to make repairs and get back on track.
That Matt Kenseth in the 17 car, he had about 60 to 70 laps on his tires. He almost was in a position where I think he had to pit. I'm not sure he could make it from here on one more stop with 135 laps to go, but he needs about a 20-25 lap run or a very long green run, Darrell, for that to benefit him.
And you learn quick, don't you, buddy?
Yes,
you didn't
sir.
say no way. You said, I don't think he can make it from here.
The last 3 weeks have broken me from saying no way.
All right, let's get back to green. No change among the front runners. Spencer, Skinner, Harvick, Green, and Bodine. All right, one change. Jeff Green is back in front of Todd Bodine.
Well, you got to be impressed with Mike Skinner. He is all over the back of Spencer, and I thought Spencer had a pretty good hot rod there, but Skinner's going to make the pass, I believe, going down into turn 1. Got he's there
off turn 4.
This could be big trouble.
Now, when Spencer went to pass him, Skinner just let him go, and Jimmy kind of returns the favor there. Didn't put up a big struggle.
I think Spencer was holding Skinner up then.
Kevin Harvick in that 2 car, he's going to work right on the rear bumper of Jimmy Spencer here. Watch him as they go into turn 1 down the front stretch here. Can he outbrake him? No, Spencer shuts the door.
Man, he got into him.
And now 2 of the front 4 are Busch Series regulars.
Getting really racy. Everybody is right now.
This is the 7th Busch Series race that Mike Skinner has led, and the first time he's led a Busch race on a short track. Side by side for 8th place. Now this is a backup car for Jay Sauter. They destroyed their primary car here yesterday.
And that was in practice before qualifying. They still got to qualify this car. Qualified 17th, but it is a backup car, as we mentioned also Kevin Grubb in the 37 car. We mentioned that earlier.
Now he had when it rains, it pours on his car out in California. I wonder if it was this on, not on the.
Sorry, 7 races, 7 race deal.
Yeah.
Tony Raines having another strong run in that 33. Position 7th.
You know, it kind of looks like that Skinner's car is a little quicker on the restarts than Jimmy's car is, and then Jimmy seems to fight back after they run a few laps. That could be the difference in tire pressure, shock package, could be a number of things.
On the last restart, Skinner got right alongside him but could not complete the pass for the lead. This time he makes it good. Dick?
Well, what they're basically telling the 21 car is just cool it, take it easy. They don't want to mess that car up. And, you know, they've got the big picture in mind, and the crew chief just keeps telling them, take it easy. And if Spencer wants to go, let him go, but don't mess the car up. Keep an eye on the big picture, and that's just exactly what he's doing. Skinner's doing a great job today.
And there goes Spencer. Couldn't bring Kevin Harvick with him. We used to say in the Northeast watching Jimmy Spencer, when they made him, they broke the mold. Not true. Mike Skinner came out of the same mold as Jimmy Spencer. One speed, flat out every lap.
It's hard to tell Mike Skinner to take it easy. I tried it for 2.5 years. He drives the race car hard, but boy, his teammate Kevin Harvick in the 2 car right here, trying to get alongside down the backstretch. Jeff Green in the 10 yellow car there. He wants to move up as well. They got Mike Skinner trapped on the outside.
I think Green's car is a little quicker, but one thing that's worrying me about Green's car is he has got those brake rotors on that thing blowing.
Now that's teammates tangling. That's not good.
Look at the rotors on that 10 car. They are. It could be because he's stuck behind these 2 guys, but man, they're glowing red.
Halfway this time.
The status on Mike Skinner in the 21 car still unknown. He's going to run all the support races that's in conjunction with Winston Cup events. May go to Loudon next week in this car, but they're not sure what's going to happen. Boy, these guys, they are racing against each other. Not sure what's going to happen later on, like when the Winston Cup cars are at Pocono and the Busch cars are at Kentucky later on these years.
You just got to be careful of that guy on the outside. There's just not enough groove up there. That's why you keep battling that guy down to the inside. You don't want to get those right side tires up in that dirt and sand, because if you do, you're going to go out of here.
We used to have a fellow at the local short track, Darrell, passed every car, every every lap, just like Jeff Green's doing now, did all his passing on the inside. I said, Peter, why do you do that? He says, because 8 wheels corner better than 4.
Exactly. That's it. Exactly.
126 laps complete. We're just past halfway. And Jimmy Spencer has retaken the lead. Kevin Harvick has gone to second and gone on from the battle between Jeff Green, Mike Skinner, and Todd Bodine.
I thought about it when we brought the baby home. Life insurance. I wanted to deal with someone who sees the important things the way I do. I'm a person, not just a policy number.
At RBC Insurance, it's not about us, it's about you. RBC Insurance. We'll be there with the bright solutions you need to make insurance fit your world.
So you think you can pick the ultimate playoff team? Well, folks, here is your opportunity with the Star Choice Playoff Shootout. All you have to do is log on to sportsnet.ca and pick the players on your ultimate playoff team. If you're any good at all, you might win one of 4 Star Choice satellite systems, which includes our premium programming package and installation. It's that simple, so go ahead, make your picks, and let's see your playoff action.
Get inside the non-stop action on race weekend. Get inside the news and highlights. Get inside the teams, fans, and games. Only at the official site of NASCAR. NASCAR.com. America Online keyword NASCAR.
Enter the Honda Golf Extravaganza contest and you could win a dream golf vacation for 2 to the Four Seasons Resort and Club, Dallas at Las Colinas, courtesy of Texas Tourism, Four Seasons, and Air Canada with daily flights to Dallas. Or you could win a Honda lawnmower. Just watch Sports Central Prime Monday through Friday to get the golf question of the week and log on to sportsnet.ca to enter. Brought to you by Honda. Turn up the power. Turn on the savings with the yard sale on now at your local Honda dealer.
And you're on FX. Want to remind you tonight they battled all year, and now it comes down to an all-out war. It's the 2001 Tough Man Heavyweight Finals. Jeff Hammond, if he wasn't doing the race with us, would be there tonight at 10 Eastern, right here on FX. 250 laps of racing here at the Richmond International Raceway going on right now. We've had 6 lead changes among 4 different drivers. That's a nice sight under the lights. First Busch night race of the season. We've had 4 cautions, and Mike Skinner's led 26 laps. But we have to talk about that point race coming in with Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick. Harvick currently is running second.
Harvick's trying to win a championship. You can clearly see that right now. But Greg Biffle, he's going to be hanging tough. It's a long ways from being over. As he said earlier, he just wants to keep it close as he gets through some of these racetracks. Maybe he's not as good as he needs to be. Not maybe one of those nights he's got to hang tough. Let's give a quick call here to last week's winner, Hank Parker Jr. Everybody was wondering how he would come in this week, how he would respond. Right now, he's moving his way right back into contention again. So this young man could be on fire based off of last week's win.
And Matt Kenseth, your pick prior to the race on the pole, he's what, currently 17th or 13th, I guess.
Yeah, he's been making his way back up, but he's gotten himself out of sync. Working through traffic, I started clocking him early on. We went back to green. He was about 4.5 seconds behind the leader. Now the leaders have gotten about 9 seconds to pull out on him because of traffic. I don't know how it's going to play out yet.
That was Kevin Harvick. We're riding along with him as he is currently running second behind Jimmy Spencer and challenging for the lead and continuing to run. And he says he's excited about